Hi, I know some of you are newer to Maya, and I got an excellent question about how to render the still to put in your discussion board. So I just opened up this rig that I have. Now I want you to pay attention to a couple things. One, we need to do the render setup, and then we need to actually render. So up here we have your render settings. It looks like a little gear with a clapboard. There are a bunch of different options here for your rendering. You can just use Maya software, you can use Mental Ray, you can use Arnold. Maya software is kind of the standard, probably the easiest to work with. Arnold is newer to Maya, but it's more of the standard that's used. So you want to scroll down, give it a name. So maybe this is for the discussion board. The image format, you can do JPEG, you can do TIFF. Generally, if I'm doing a sequence, I do a Targa, but we'll just do for this a JPEG. Name.extension, that's great. That means it's going to be db.jpg. We're not doing a range, so that's fine. It'll just be the one. You need to pay attention to any cameras that you've created. I'm going to render my perspective view. It says perspective down here. Now here's something that we need to change. So your actual dimensions, I would do 1280 by 720 at a minimum. That's your kind of high definition ratio, but 1920 by 1080 is more of the definition that we use. You can turn the resolution up. Since we're just doing a single frame, you'll see as you get further along that this can take a really long time. So I can close that. Now I want to hit this button here. It's called my resolution gate. You'll find it in every viewport menu. But what this does is actually shows me my 1280 by 720 frame. So see, if I toggle this on and off, it looks very different. You can see here, I can see space between his feet and the bottom, but when I turn that on, his feet are right towards the bottom. So then you can zoom in or angle however you wanted your picture to be. Okay? So now that you have that, you can go in your rendering drop down here, and we can go to render and then batch render. You can hit OK, student version. Then down here where it says rendering with Maya software, you'll see that it'll change and it'll actually tell you where it's rendering to. So this button next to it, you'll want to click. Now you can actually see where your file is saved. It's by default always saved in the same spot, so you'll just need to navigate through your computer to find that image. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions.